Have you ever noticed how your dog pauses to look back at you during a walk or watches you closely while you're busy? It's not random. Your dog is likely trying to communicate something, and what they're trying to tell you might just change how you see your bond with them. So, let's discuss 10 possible reasons why your dog keeps checking on you and what they might be trying to say. Number 10, they want to go outside. Have you noticed your dog giving you a hopeful glance and then heading toward the leash as if they're setting the stage for an adventure? Dogs are experts at communicating their needs, and one of the top reasons they'll keep seeking your attention is to let you know they need to go outside. Whether it's a quick bathroom break or a longer walk, your dog probably sees you as their personal guide to the great outdoors. They know when it's time to get some fresh air, and they're not shy about reminding you. Dogs have an internal clock that's surprisingly in tune with their daily routines. This means they know when it's time to step outside and do their thing. Their circadian rhythm, their built-in body clock, helps them maintain these habits. So if your dog is consistently giving you those, "I gotta go" look, it's likely part of their daily routine. Number 9, they need guidance. Does your dog ever seem to look at you for no reason, as if they're waiting for something? It might seem like a random moment, but there's often more to it. Dogs rely heavily on their owners for guidance, especially in new or uncertain situations. If your dog keeps checking in with you, it could mean they're unsure about something and looking for your lead. Whether it's a new environment, unfamiliar people, or even something as simple as figuring out what you want them to do next, your dog values your direction. This behavior is rooted in the dog's natural instinct to look to a leader for reassurance and instructions. Dogs are social animals that thrive in structured environments, and they look to their owners for cues on how to react. Research from the University of Lincoln found that dogs are more likely to rely on humans for help in problem solving than they are to try and solve it on their own. Number 8, they need attention. Does your dog keep coming over and staring at you like you're the most interesting thing in the world? Well, they might not just be admiring your charm. There's a good chance they're craving your attention. Dogs are social creatures, and they absolutely love being the center of your world. Whether it's for a pet, a belly rub, or simply some quality time with you, they know that checking in with you is a surefire way to get the love they're after. If you're busy, they'll often persist, just to make sure you haven't forgotten about them. From a psychological perspective, dogs thrive on attention and positive reinforcement. They've learned over time that getting your focus often leads to rewards like treats, playtime, or affection. When they check in with you, it's their subtle way of saying, "Hey, I'm here and I'm awesome. Don't forget to show me some love." Number 7, protecting you. Have you ever noticed your dog suddenly standing between you and someone new, giving them a serious side eye? That's not just a weird dog quirk. It's likely them trying to protect you. Dogs have an innate protective instinct, and they're wired to keep an eye on things, especially when it comes to their favorite humans. If your dog keeps checking in on you, they might just be doing their best to keep you safe from any potential threats. Whether that's an unfamiliar person, loud noises, or just a change in the environment. This protective behavior comes from deep within a dog's instincts. Even if they're just hanging out with you at home, they'll stay close, observing everything that happens around you. In the wild, their ancestors had to be on alert to protect the pack, and that sense of duty still runs strong today. So whether they're sitting close, watching your back, or even getting between you and a potential threat, they're just fulfilling their role as your personal four-legged bodyguard. Number 6, they want to play. Have you ever wondered why your dog keeps bringing you their favorite toy or pawing at you with a sparkle in their eye? They're probably trying to tell you it's playtime. Dogs are playful creatures by nature, and when they keep checking in with you, they're hoping you'll join in on the fun. Whether it's tossing a ball, playing tug of war, or just running around, dogs thrive on interactive play with their owners. If they're constantly nudging you or dropping toys at your feet, it's a clear sign they're ready for action. Play isn't just about fun, it's also important for a dog's physical and mental health. It helps them burn off energy, stimulates their brain, and even strengthens the bond between you two. If you've got a few spare minutes, grab that toy and let your dog lead the way to some good old-fashioned playtime. They'll love it, and you'll both get a little burst of joy out of it. Number 5. They feel lonely. Imagine you've been working all day, and your dog has been quietly lying by your feet, but suddenly they start walking back and forth, giving you those longing looks. It's like they're saying, "Hey, I've been here alone for too long." If your dog keeps checking in with you, it could be a sign they're feeling lonely and craving some companionship. Dogs are incredibly social animals, and when their humans aren't around, they can feel isolated. When dogs feel lonely, they can get anxious, especially if they've been alone for a long time. They might pace, whine, or follow you around as a way of seeking comfort. This happens because dogs get really attached to their owners, and without you around, they can feel unsure or uneasy. Number 4. Separation anxiety. Does your dog seem a little extra clingy, especially when you're about to leave the house? It's not just for attention. They might be dealing with separation anxiety. When your dog keeps checking in on you, it could be a sign that they're anxious about being apart from you. Dogs form strong attachments to their owners, and when they sense you're about to leave, they can become uneasy and start following you around. It's their way of trying to stay connected and ease their worries. Separation anxiety is a common issue for dogs, and it happens when they feel distressed when their owner is absent. This anxiety can lead to behaviors like excessive checking in, pacing, or even destructive actions like chewing on furniture. If you notice your dog is constantly checking in or seems anxious when you're about to leave, it's important to provide comfort and work on strategies to ease their anxiety. Number 3. Hunger or thirst. Did you ever notice your dog checking in on you more than usual, especially around mealtime or after they've been playing? They could be trying to let you know they're hungry or thirsty. Dogs are creatures of habit, and when it's close to their feeding time or they're feeling a little thirsty, they may start nudging you or looking at their food or water bowls, hoping you'll take the hint and fill them up. In the wild, dogs' ancestors were constantly on the move, hunting and foraging for food and water. This instinct to seek out nourishment is deeply ingrained in dogs today. Wild dogs would rely on their pack to signal when it was time to eat or drink, and they would often check in with the group to ensure they were all fed and hydrated. The behavior of checking in on you today is a modern-day reflection of that instinct. Number 2. Health issues. What if I tell you that when your dog keeps checking in on you, it could be their way of telling you something isn't right with their health? They may be feeling unwell and seeking your comfort. Dogs are known for being quite resilient, but when they aren't feeling their best, they often turn to their owners for reassurance and support. Whether it's a minor discomfort or something more serious, if your dog is acting unusually clingy or restless, it could be a sign that something's off. If your dog is feeling under the weather, they may try to stay close to you for comfort and security. For instance, a dog with a stomachache or joint pain might follow you around for reassurance, or even try to get your attention with gentle nudges. Their behavior could tell you something isn't right. So, instead of ignoring it, it is essential to take your dog to a vet. Number 1. Bonding and affection. Have you ever noticed your dog constantly checking in on you, following you from room to room, or sitting at your feet? If not anything else, it obviously has to be their way of expressing love and affection. Whether it's resting beside you or nudging you for attention, this behavior shows that your dog sees you as their trusted companion and feels a deep sense of affection for you. In the wild, dogs form close bonds with their pack to ensure safety and well-being. Domestic dogs carry this instinct with them and look to their human families for love and security. Checking in on you is simply a way for them to maintain that connection and feel safe. Lastly, and it's the obvious one, dogs check in on you because they love you.